Alright, so let's look at another equivalent fraction word problem. Remember, every time we work out a word problem with fractions, pictures are the best. So always draw pictures. So let's go and let's look at our quotes. Don't cheat the math. Remember, if this is a science video, I'm going to say don't cheat the science. And y'all know what that means. That means put down and write down everything that you see in a problem about math or science. Always put in forth that extra effort, which leads us to our next quote, which is control your inner ape, your attitude, your preparation, and your effort. So now, let's go and let's look at our word problem. So, Mary wants the fraction of pink blocks in model B to be equivalent to the fraction of pink blocks in model A. How many blocks in model B need to be pink to make that happen? So, if we're looking at our quint, we know that this is a EQ fractions. So, we'll take my keywords, and pretty much right here I have a key phrase. Now, so I took care of my number 2, which is right here by highlighting my keywords. Now, 3 blank blocks in model B need to be shaded to be equal to model B. Model A. So I'll be able to do pretty much all of my work right here on this problem. So now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at model A. I look at model A and I can see that this is cut into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts, and that one of those equal parts is pink. Now, you remember I'm trying to make something equivalent, and so now I'm going to look at model B and count up my equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And here, I can see that I have 20 equal parts. If I draw a little line down here and here, I can see that both of these take up the same amount of space. Now, the only thing that I'm looking at, remember when we talked about those fractional relationships and how unit fractions are related to each other, if I'm just looking at this one pink one, because that's all I'm looking at, and I want to try to find the number of equivalent parts for model B, I'm just going to draw a line. And I look at that for every one of the 5 parts in model A, there are 4 parts in model B. So here I'm going to put a 4, because for every one of these you have 4 of these. So you know that this one part is a fourth of this part, and it takes 4 of them to make one of these. And you remember when we do something with equivalent fractions that we went and we had 5 pieces here and we quadrupled or multiplied times 4. So we went from 5 pieces to 20 pieces by multiplying by 4. You remember that whatever we do to the denominator, we have to do to the numerator to make those fractions both represent the same amount. So I'm going to do the same thing to my numerator by multiplying it times 4. So 4 times 1 is 4, and 5 times 4 is 20. And so 1/5 is equal to 4/20. And so 4 of those blocks needed to be shaded in order to make the shaded part of B equal to the shaded part of model A. And that is the end of our lesson.